And the Headwobblers, of course, Spud, is something that you invented and brought into the AFL football vernacular. It is now like a wildfire taken over across the whole landscape to the point where in an after-match interview, have a listen to Chris Newman.
And you yourself, you were going forward a little bit last week and during the pre-season, but back a bit tonight. What's the go?
I was getting a bit ahead of myself playing forward, had a bit of a head wobble.
Yep. Now,
even players.
No, I accept it from Chrissy Newman.
Right?
He's a star. But I won't accept it from other radio stations that have tried to sort of grab it and call it something else. On some station this morning, Media Watch, Dr. Turf. Turfy.
Doc Smurf.
Oh, seriously, Turfy.
What
Don't
happened?
get into our area. When he says something about, Luke Darcy or one of us, and then you hear, this fake, slutty crap laugh. It's just...
Spud, they didn't wander into your territory, did they?
They did.
Oh, well, look, flattery... Imitation's the highest form of flattery, so take it on board. But I actually listened back to that, and they made a couple of... they tried to make these feuds up, these wars, and they got them arse around. They couldn't even lie properly. Then... hypocrisy. We don't deal with hypocrisy in our box. They didn't go with the biggest media feud going around at the moment, the one on their own station.
Exactly
they
right.
They wouldn't go with it.
Exactly right. Now,
Hutchins didn't do it up.
And I've got to be careful because I just don't want to be putting on our boys all the time. Yeah. But last week in the Turby, Luke Darcy went from Group 1 certainty into the Melbourne Cup field down to the Geelong Cup to try and qualify.
Yep.
Now, it'll be up to you guys whether we go straight back in because... as we know, last year he did that magnificent interview with Dean Robertson.
Yeah, he did. Great job.
What was the interview? What would you rate it?
Oh, good, solid 6.
And I reckon what come out of it for me, as we all know, on the Friday night, everyone was talking about it, but the thing I got out of it was this comment here.
Welcome back to Talking Footy. Well, after a huge response last week to this segment that aired for the very first time on world television, we're going back there again to see if we can't get it right this week. It is, of course, Say That Again. Say that again.
Now, as we all know,
that was your idea.
It was really tense week for everyone.
Yes.
And we put that on the surface on the Friday night when Luke was here. Because that's the thing I got out of the interview, was the two-take of... Say that again.
Two-take?
With his...
Or a double take?
With his... with his mud...
He did it 2 takes.
With his double take, with his...
Isn't he a rap artist?
With his mud flap, right? So, and now he's got his own segment. So that, to me, I need to ring Adam Hamilton up tonight.
Yep.
And if you give me my permission to put Luke straight back into Group 1 status for his own segment. So
you want to confirm him a start?
I think he's done enough with that segment.
Mario, are we going to put him? I think put him in.
Yeah, he has to be in. He's a bit ahead of himself at the moment.
All right, good work. I like it.
In he goes, and you're just putting the landscape on notice that they don't wander into your turf.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Exactly right. But now we want, because Grant Birchall started something that I think Triple M listeners will love it, and the players.
Jack Gunston a start.
And the coaches. Grant Birchall is paid up for Jackie Gunston. Now, we don't know what happens behind the scenes, but that says enough to me that he probably walks through the gym with the sort of six-pack and the oranges under the armpits and saying,
have a look at me.
I'm tracking all right.
That's it.
Looking in the mirror a bit. So we want our Triple M listeners and the players to start giving us a hand for the Melbourne Cup field, because it is a media award, but I think I'll have a look at the sort of nominations. You can come from anyone involved in football now. Anyone. So players, coaches,
little
supporters.
Over there,
Yenchi's a chance.
For the game, he might have someone.
Players need to start tipping each other in and get on the Triple M website.
Well, it's mandatory that they do.
Yeah. For Coates Hire, you're listening to the Footy Preview. Call 13 15 52 or drop into a branch today.
Too. That's the sad part about it. And this is the first time some pricks picked up on it. So, look, I congratulate you, Warrior, because I've been saying that since Adam was a boy.